never know where things go.
And the experiences that have inspired their own work.
People around me never said you can't do this.
I was totally in love with Monk.
Now I'm blushing. Find out what fires the creative imagination with John Wilson. This Cultural Life. Watch on BBC iPlayer.
You're with Newsday, live from Singapore. I'm Suranjana Tewari. The headlines. European leaders agree to open EU membership talks with Ukraine. We'll have the latest from the front line in the country's east. President Putin says there'll be no peace in Ukraine until Russia achieves its aims in his first major news conference since last year's invasion. The U.S. National Security Advisor meets Israel's Prime Minister in Tel Aviv with a warning over civilian casualties in Gaza. Israel tells him the conflict could go on for several months. And a state memorial service is being held for Australian entertainer Barry Humphries. We'll cross to our correspondent in Sydney.
Live from our studio in Singapore. This is BBC News. It's Newsday.
Hello and welcome to the programme. European leaders have agreed to open EU membership talks with Ukraine, a decision hailed by President Zelensky as a victory for his country and Europe. Ukraine, along with Moldova, applied to join the EU after Russia launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February 2022. President Putin, speaking in his first news conference since the war, said there will be no peace in Ukraine until Russia achieves its objectives there. We'll have more from Moscow in a moment. But first, our correspondent Abdul Jalil Abdul Rasulov reports from the front line in Bakhmut.